Have you ever tried to stand up from your favorite chair, and for a moment, your legs just didn't respond the way they used to? Maybe you brushed it off. Maybe you said, "Oh, I'm just tired." But deep down, something didn't feel quite right. That little wobble, that sudden weakness. It's not just age catching up with you. It could be a silent condition that affects millions of older adults, and most people don't even know it has a name. It's called sarcopenia. The gradual loss of muscle as we get older. And the scary part? It doesn't always wait until we're in our 80s or 90s. It starts after 50, and if we don't fight back, it quietly steals our strength, our energy, even our independence. But here's the good news, you can fight back. And not with pills or complicated workouts. But with something you can add to your breakfast tomorrow. In this video, you're going to discover 5 powerhouse seeds. One of them has more protein than a whole egg. That can help you rebuild muscle, regain strength, and feel energized again. They're natural. They're affordable. And they're probably sitting on a shelf in your local grocery store right now. Stick with me to the end, and you'll learn how to combine these seeds into a simple daily routine that fights muscle loss fast, while boosting your energy, digestion, and confidence too. And hey, while you're here, type "stronger every day" in the comments if you're ready to take control of your health. And don't forget to subscribe to Everyday Ageless, where we bring you science-backed, simple wellness tips to help you age boldly and feel your best. Now let's start revealing these seeds. Seed 1, hemp seeds. You ever have one of those mornings where you're stirring your oatmeal and thinking, "I should probably eat more protein," but then wonder where to even begin? Here's a secret that most people overlook: hemp seeds. Yep. These tiny, nutty-flavored seeds are protein gold. Just 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds give you about 10 grams of complete protein. That's more than a large egg, and with none of the cholesterol. Plus, they're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, and iron, all crucial for muscle recovery and repair as you age. Let me put it this way: if sarcopenia is the slow leak in your strength, hemp seeds are the patch, the fuel, and the pump, all rolled into one. But here's the catch: most people sprinkle on just a few seeds, thinking it's enough. Or worse, they write them off as some trendy superfood. Don't make that mistake. Hemp seeds aren't just a fad. They're one of the most bioavailable plant proteins out there, which means your body can actually use what it absorbs. How to use them? Start your morning with a tablespoon stirred into your oatmeal. Blend them into your smoothie. Sprinkle them on your salad. They're soft, subtle, and practically invisible, but inside, a powerhouse. And we're just getting started. Because if you want something with crunch and power, seed number 2 might surprise you. Seed 2, pumpkin seeds, pepitas. Let's talk about pumpkin seeds, or as some people call them, pepitas. Now I know what you're thinking. Pumpkin seeds? Aren't those just for Halloween? Not anymore. These little green beauties are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium, a mineral that helps your muscles contract and relax properly. And get this, 1 handful of roasted pumpkin seeds gives you nearly 7 grams of protein. Along with zinc, which supports testosterone and growth hormone levels. Yes, even in women. And why does that matter for aging? Because testosterone helps preserve muscle mass, bone density, and even motivation. And yes, low levels are part of why some older adults feel tired all the time. Now here's where people get it wrong: they grab flavored, overly salted pumpkin seeds with junky coatings and wonder why they're not feeling any different. The fix? Buy them raw or lightly roasted. Keep the salt low. Eat a small handful in the afternoon to fight that 3 p.m. energy crash. Or add them to homemade granola or a trail mix with almonds and dried cranberries. Your muscles, and your taste buds, will thank you. And if you thought these first 2 were impressive, wait until you hear about this next seed. It's tiny, it turns to gel, and it's been used for centuries to boost stamina in warriors. No kidding. Seed 3, chia seeds. Picture this: you drop a spoonful of tiny black seeds into a glass of water. Come back 5 minutes later, and it's transformed into this thick, jelly-like mixture. Looks a little weird at first, I'll admit, but what's happening in that glass? That's the power of chia seeds. Now I know they've been trendy for a while, but chia is no gimmick. These little seeds are ancient fuel, used by Aztec warriors to sustain long journeys, and for good reason. Let's talk numbers. 2 tablespoons of chia seeds give you 4 to 5 grams of plant protein, over 10 grams of fiber, plus calcium, magnesium, and a huge omega-3 boost. That fiber? It doesn't just keep your digestion smooth, it slows the breakdown of sugar, keeps your energy level steady, and even helps you absorb more protein from other foods. But maybe the most exciting thing? That gel effect you see in water. It does something similar inside your body. It helps you stay fuller longer, stabilize blood sugar, and improve nutrient absorption, all critical when you're trying to preserve muscle mass after 60. Now, here's where people mess up: they either dump chia into their drink and gulp it down too fast, or worse, try to eat them dry. That's a recipe for a stomach ache. So how should you use them? Here's a simple trick: take a mason jar. Add 1 cup of almond milk, 2 tablespoons of chia, a dash of cinnamon, and a little honey. Let it sit overnight. Boom, chia pudding. Add fruit in the morning and you've got a protein and fiber-rich breakfast that's easy on your joints, your schedule, and your gut. And if pudding's not your thing, throw them into your smoothie, yogurt, or even soup as a thickener. These seeds do more than fill you up. They support your muscles, calm inflammation, and feed your cells what they need to fight sarcopenia naturally. But we're not done. Because our next seed? It's hiding in plain sight. Often mistaken for a grain. But it's actually a complete protein seed that could easily be your next go-to meal base. Seed 4, quinoa. Okay, so here's a trick question: what looks like a grain, cooks like rice, but is actually a seed that packs all 9 essential amino acids? Answer: quinoa. Yep, quinoa is often mistaken for a grain, but technically, it's a seed, and one of the very few plant-based foods that's a complete protein. That means your body can use quinoa just like it uses meat, fish, or eggs to rebuild and maintain muscle. Now here's where things get really interesting. 1 cup of cooked quinoa has about 8 grams of protein, plus iron, magnesium, and a powerful amino acid called lysine, which plays a key role in muscle growth and tissue repair. And it's gentle on digestion, no bloating, no heaviness. Just steady, clean energy that lasts. Let me tell you about my friend Mary. She's 64, used to eat toast for breakfast and pasta for dinner. She felt drained most afternoons, thought it was just part of getting older. Then she swapped her white rice for quinoa 3 times a week. Added a handful of hemp seeds to her salad. And 4 weeks later, she was walking farther, sleeping better, and finally feeling like herself again. That's not magic. That's fueling your body with the right stuff. But there's a common myth about quinoa that holds people back: it's hard to cook. Nope. Here's the trick: rinse it first to remove the bitterness, then cook it just like rice. 1 part quinoa to 2 parts water, simmer for 15 minutes, fluff, done. Try it as a warm breakfast bowl with chia and berries. Or use it as your base for lunch instead of white rice or pasta. Top with sautéed veggies, a splash of olive oil, and some pumpkin seeds. You've just made a muscle-nourishing, anti-aging power bowl. And the best part? Quinoa is versatile, affordable, and shelf-stable. You can keep it stocked in your pantry and prep it in big batches. But we've got one more seed to talk about. It's crunchy, comforting, and full of nutrients people don't even realize they're missing. Especially after 50. Seed 5, sunflower seeds. You know, there's something comforting about sunflower seeds. Maybe it's the crunch. Maybe it's the memories, ball games, school lunches, road trips. They've been around forever. But here's what most people don't know, sunflower seeds aren't just a snack, they're one of the most overlooked superfoods for older adults. Let's talk numbers, just 1 ounce, that's about a small handful. Gives you nearly 7 grams of protein, a strong dose of vitamin E, magnesium, and selenium. And what does all that do? Protein supports muscle retention, crucial for fighting sarcopenia. Vitamin E protects your cells from oxidative stress, which increases as we age. Magnesium helps regulate muscle contractions and sleep. And selenium? That boosts immune function and supports thyroid health. Put simply, sunflower seeds give you strength, recovery, protection. And a little bit of crunch joy in the process. Now here's where people slip up. They grab the ones coated in salt, soaked in oil, or worse, caramelized. You don't need that. Get them raw or dry roasted, unsalted. Keep it simple. How to enjoy them? Add them to your breakfast granola. Toss into a salad for texture. Even sprinkle over roasted veggies, adds flavor and nutrition without any fuss. Or better yet, mix sunflower seeds with pumpkin and hemp into a homemade trail mix. Keep it in a jar on the counter. Every time you pass by, take a small handful, you're literally fueling your muscles in motion. See, here's the truth, you don't need fancy supplements or complicated meal plans. These 5 simple seeds, when used right, can power your strength, your focus, and your confidence, all while tasting good. But now, it's time to put them all together, in a way that fits your life, your habits, and your plate. Let's talk about how to make that happen. How to use these 5 seeds daily, so now you're probably wondering. How do I actually start using these seeds in my daily life, without overthinking it? Here's the beauty of it, you don't have to remember 5 different recipes. You just need a simple system, a seed stack, that works with your existing meals. I call it the 3-2-1 rule. 3 tablespoons of hemp, daily 2 tablespoons of chia or sunflower, rotate 1 serving of quinoa or pumpkin seeds, whichever fits your meal. Example daily routine. Morning, make a smoothie with banana, almond milk, 3 tablespoons hemp seeds, and 1 tablespoon chia. Or have overnight oats with chia pudding plus sliced berries. Lunch, use quinoa as the base for your meal instead of rice. Add greens, a boiled egg, roasted veggies, and a handful of pumpkin seeds. Snack or dinner add-on, toss sunflower seeds on a salad or roasted broccoli. Or keep a DIY seed trail mix handy with sunflower, pumpkin, and a few dark chocolate chips. Quick tips to make it stick, prep in batches. Cook a few cups of quinoa and keep it in the fridge. Pre-mix your seed stack, blend hemp, chia, and sunflower in a jar, label it Strength Blend. Use clear jars or containers, so the seeds are always visible and inviting, not forgotten in the back of the pantry. Stay consistent, 1 or 2 servings per day adds up fast. Your muscles don't need massive changes, just consistent, daily fuel. Why this works, these seeds work together. You're getting complete proteins, anti-inflammatory fats, minerals for muscle and nerve health, and fiber to keep your gut running smooth. This isn't just about avoiding weakness, it's about building vitality, day by day. And you don't have to be perfect. Miss a day? That's okay. Just pick it back up the next morning. Because when you stay consistent, when you fuel your body right, you fight back against sarcopenia. You stay strong, mobile, independent. And that's priceless. You know, losing strength as we age. It's not just about the muscles. It's about what those muscles represent. The ability to get out of bed without help. To walk your dog. To reach that top shelf. To hold your grandchild, without needing to sit down right away. Sarcopenia doesn't just make your arms thinner or your legs weaker. It slowly chips away at your independence. At your confidence. At your sense of self. And that can feel terrifying. But here's something I want you to hold on to. You are not helpless. This is not a one-way slide. Every spoonful of those seeds. Every smart choice. Every step you take today, it all adds up. You are not too old. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. Your body is still listening. It still wants to respond. It still wants to protect you, it just needs the right tools. And now, you have them. You're learning how to fight back. How to stay stronger. How to stay in control of your health, your energy, and your future. And if you're watching this not just for yourself, but for someone you love, your parent, your partner, your friend, then you're doing something incredible. You're choosing to be present, to be informed, and to be their advocate. That's love. That's what changes lives. So don't stop now. Whether you're 55, 65, 75. This journey toward strength and longevity, it's still yours to walk. And you're not walking it alone. We're right here with you, at Everyday Ageless, every step of the way. So, let's quickly recap what we covered today. We talked about 5 powerful seeds that can help you fight muscle loss, feel stronger, and age with more energy and confidence. Hemp seeds, packed with protein and healthy fats. Pumpkin seeds, loaded with magnesium and zinc. Chia seeds, full of fiber, protein, and omega-3s. Quinoa, a complete protein and perfect grain swap. Sunflower seeds, rich in vitamin E and selenium. These aren't exotic, expensive superfoods. They're simple, affordable, and available at nearly every store. And with just a few small changes, a sprinkle here, a handful there, they can help you stay stronger, longer. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these seeds are already part of your routine? Which one are you excited to try next? Let me know down in the comments. When you share, you might inspire someone else who's just starting their health journey, and together, we all get better. And hey, if this video gave you something useful, something hopeful, go ahead and tap that like button, it really helps more people like you find this channel. And of course, subscribe to Everyday Ageless, because every week, we bring you science-backed, natural tips for aging well, feeling strong, and staying vibrant, inside and out. This isn't about perfection. It's about momentum. One small step. One seed. One choice at a time. You've got this. And I'll see you in the next video. Before you go, I want to leave you with something a little extra, something simple, but powerful. Let me give you a bonus tip that almost nobody talks about. Lightly toast your seeds with turmeric and black pepper. Just a sprinkle of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, and a few minutes in a dry pan. Why? Because turmeric is anti-inflammatory, and black pepper helps your body absorb its active ingredient, curcumin, up to 2000% more. Now you've got a snack that's protein-packed and inflammation-fighting, perfect for your joints, your muscles, and your mood. Keep a jar of this mix on your kitchen counter. Use it as a topping, a seasoning, or just eat it by the spoonful when you need a quick boost. It's these little choices, these small daily victories, that build up over time. And here's something to remember, you don't stop moving because you grow old. You grow old because you stop moving. So don't stop. Don't stop learning. Don't stop trying. Don't stop believing that your body, no matter your age, still has more to give. Your story isn't over. Not even close. In our next video, we're going to break down the 10-minute movement routine that reverses aging signs naturally. Simple, safe exercises you can do right at home, no equipment, no stress. So make sure you've subscribed, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Until then. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. And as always, stay strong, stay curious, and stay everyday ageless.